Facebook skelms stabbed us. PS5 buyers lured to Crossroads and robbed. Cybercrime experts are warning Facebook Market users to perform their transactions where there are CCTV cameras. This after a couple who had gone to Crossroads, Nyanga, to buy a PlayStation 5 that was advertised on Marketplace was stabbed and robbed. The director at Mzansi Blue Media and Events, Kino Solomons, says Marketplace has become a cesspool for scammers and urged Mensa to be careful when buying and selling on social media sites, including Instagram and Twitter. Gino warns, when you're going to buy online, you've got to meet at a public place. I don't mean restaurant or street corners. Go to the nearest shopping mall. If you're going to be working with large sum of cash, meet in a bank as they tell us to check the money. Never invite someone to meet at your house and never go to theirs either. I think another way would be for Facebook to introduce a payment system through a third party where the seller won't receive their money until the product has been delivered. On Saturday, Fontaine couple Pieter Leodorf and Angelique Hawkins Leodorf were attacked in Nyanga, where they had gone to buy a PlayStation 5 console. Angelique says a resident even tried to warn them. She explains it was 4,500 rand, marked down to 3,850 rands. We communicated with them and made our way to Crossroads house. When we stopped there, a lady came out and showed us to go, but it was too late. At least 3 guys surrounded us. One held the gunpoint and the other one was busy stabbing my husband, asking where's the money. The more my husband tried to get back in the car, the more they pulled him out, and then I laid over the hooter to get neighbors' attention. They took my phone and then ran away. The disturbed woman said when they tried to get out of the area, they got lost. She adds, my husband was losing a lot of blood, so was losing consciousness. I was shouting at the residents to tell me how to get out as well, and all they did was look at a person. We managed to go to hospital for my husband to be treated of the stab wounds. Angelique says she has always heard of Facebook scammers attacking people in Brown's Farm, Philippi, but didn't think they would be driving into a trap in Crossroads, adding, how we're still alive, I don't know. On the other hand, Facebook car parts con strikes again. Alleged serial scammer Tim Hodge has struck again after a 69-year-old pensioner is believed to have fell victim to his burger's car parts con. Tim has appeared in the Daily Voice numerous times for allegedly luring people to his Facebook page where he sells car parts and then disappears with their money. Gary Russell from Ajmer says he wanted to buy side steps to his Ford Ranger Bakkie, and after paying 1,680 rand on January 29, Tim vanished. I'm on a group on Marketplace and Tim advertised side steps for Ford vehicles. So I messaged him and he responded, Gary says. We discussed everything on WhatsApp. He sent me a picture and gave me a price which I was happy with. Then he sent me an invoice with banking details. He was smooth talker, so I didn't think anything of it. He told me as soon as payment is confirmed, he will put it in a courier to deliver to me and will send me the way bill as well. Gary says after paying, Tim thanked him and he's never heard from him again. He reads my messages but don't answer me. When the Daily Voice contacted him on the number provided on the invoice, which is the same number Gary has been using to communicate with Tim, a man answered him, claimed he did not know Tim and was the owner of an electrical company. I don't know Tim and never dealt with a Gary Russell, nor do we have someone by that name in the company. The man told the Daily Voice. Last year, I had the same thing where a lady called talking about side steps, but I knew nothing. This is my work number. Gary says he will be opening a criminal case. Talking about scammers, Newtek scammer cost me 25k rand. Zimbabwean ran off with forehead. A Pelican Park woman wants to warn Mensa of an alleged scammer who ran off with 25,000 rand. She had paid him to build a Newtek house, but all he ended up doing was clean her mom's yard. The 38-year-old woman, who asked to remain anonymous, said last October she was contacted by a man named Carlos Mapurati from KB Project after she injured on Facebook Market regarding Newtek houses. She says they agreed on a design and she transferred 23,000 rand to his bank account and later paid the other 2,000 rand to get the ball rolling. The woman says after she paid the money, Carlos and his men arrived at her mother's home and cleared the area where the Newtek house was to be built, but that was all they did. His guys were working and cleaning the yard. I just came out of the night shift, so I fell asleep. I then woke up and asked my mom where they were, she explained. They told her they were taking the rubble away and that is the last time I saw them. She says Carlos seemed legit. I was not suspicious because I wanted the place done because I moved from below. She says Carlos blocked her on social media. She made a police case and then decided to create a fake Facebook profile in a bid to catch him out. I created a fake profile under the name Nadia Sally and I told him I got my Provident Fund and needed paving. He quoted a price of 20,000 rand. I notified the detective. I got there and we caught him and he said he was going to give me 5,000 rand. He went to jail, but he is now saying that he is also working for someone, she says. Police spokesperson Lieutenant Colonel Malcolm Poji confirmed the 31-year-old Zimbabwean citizen was arrested and charged with theft in November 2023. He last appeared in Wynberg Magistrates Court on 5th March 2024 when the case was postponed to 6 May 2024 pending further investigation. He was granted bail. When the Daily Voice tried to contact Bokwani, he didn't answer calls or messages via his social media platforms. The Artseer woman says she suffered a major financial loss. I need my money because the cost of living is expensive. I was going through depression. I want to expose this guy because there are maybe more people that he did this to. Besides that report, skelms sell church gear, stolen goods put on Facebook Market. Police are on the hunt for audacious skelms who burgled the Mitchell's Plain Church, stealing equipment worth 20,000 rand, which they later advertised on Facebook Market at a fraction of the price. Pastor Nathan Usher of the Victory Outreach Church of Mitchell's Plain in Symphony Walk Town Center says he got a groot schrik when he learned that their media equipment had been stolen on Tuesday. When we arrived in the morning, we just saw the rubble and the hole in the wall. When we went inside, we saw things were stolen, he says. The schrik entered through the balcony, forcing themselves through an air vent and made off with a Mac Mini, 3 cordless hybrid microphones, receivers and LED lights. Hours later, Pastor Nathan got another fright when he learned that the items were being advertised for sale on Facebook Market for just 800 rand. We found out that the person selling these items was selling other stuff that was stolen in the town center. But we are busy with that, he says. This is the first time the church was targeted in the 5 years they've been in the busy town center. We feel violated because the nature of our ministry is to help people who are struggling with drugs and get them out of prison and into free accommodation, Pastor Nathan said. To be in an area where you want to give help and this happens, it can get demoralizing. Police spokesperson Joseph Swartboy confirms that the circumstances surrounding the burglary are being investigated. Reports suggested that the complainant left the place of worship on Monday, 21st August, in a good order, Stuart Boy explains. When he returned on Tuesday, he realized that the building was burgled and confirmed that the valuables were missing. The suspects are yet to be arrested. However, Pastor Nathan says the break-in won't stop them from doing the Lord's work. This had the potential to bring us to a point where we don't want to help people, but we understand that the Lord has called us for this work, so we cannot allow that to happen, he explained. Pastor Nathan adds that this week, Victory Outreach Church of Mrs. Plain will celebrate its 10th anniversary. Anyone with information about the burglary can anonymously call Crime Stop on 08600 And that's it from INJIBS Network. Stay tuned to our celebrity and gossip news.